how much of a blow is that, and how serious are they?
Not serious at all. If it was, they could, both of them, if we pushed them hard, could play on Saturday, but the decision was made. There's no point in us taking a risk at the stage. And yeah, I see it as a positive, really. It's kind of dealing with things that are going to be thrown at you. We've had to deal with that in the past and make late changes. You pick up injuries in the World Cup, and it's using the a little bit of adversity as a positive in how you deal with that.
Another chance to see Sam Costello starting. I mean, that's a big challenge for him.
Yeah, absolutely, and excited for him. He's been fantastic in the squad so far in the way that he's trained and prepared and led. He's been vocal and stuff, so we've been really pleased with him. Probably for us is what I've been really pleased with is the physicality that we've brought into the first couple of games. We were disappointed with the way we managed probably the last 10 minutes and shot ourselves in the foot in terms of not being accurate enough in that last 10 minutes. So that's something we've spoken about and focus just so that we're clear, we get clear information and communication with the group. And like sometimes when you lose and things don't go the best possible way, it's the best learning for a team to have. And so we've been through that, and we've spoken quite a lot about it this week.
An awful lot of changes again, but I guess you've gone back a bit towards the first team you put out.
Yeah, there was always going to be some changes, and we felt that we've been so impressed with this group of players in terms of the effort that everyone's put in, and then as it turned out, there was an opportunity for us to give everyone a chance to put their hand up. There's a couple of players that haven't been involved a lot. They'll have to have pretty good games on the weekend. But from a coaching point of view, we've felt that the time that we've had together, we've increased the depth and within the squad and the competition within the squad. So that's a real positive. And there's a small part of this group why players are getting an opportunity is the short-term goal is doing well and preparing well for the World Cup and potentially covering ourselves if we do pick up injuries. And we're seeing not just with us, but a number of teams are picking up 1 or 2 injuries, and that. So you've got to have players that have been with you for that period, have had some game time hopefully, and have been training with the squad. But there's also a little bit of forward thinking in terms of post World Cup and players that won't be available and starting to think about the next cycle.
Jack sitting next to you again. We're all thinking that means he's going to be the World Cup captain. Are we right?
I said probably we'd have 3 different captains. I didn't say definitely. So, look, he did a great job in the first game, and he gets another chance to lead the team out on Saturday. And Tane, we named the team early on Monday. We had to wait for Tane's HIA assessment, and he passed that, so we were able to put him on the bench, and Jack gets another start at 7 and a chance to lead the team again.
Jack, looking forward to it?
Yeah, looking forward. Yeah, it'll be a tough game down the weekend, but no, looking forward to it.
Now, how much is the squad able just to concentrate on this game, knowing that there's the World Cup squad announcement on Monday?
Not looking too far forward into Monday, because we know we've got Saturday coming up, and that's our main focus, because just want to go out and put a performance in, and if you think too far ahead, then that might hinder the performance on the weekend. So yeah, we got Saturday to go to first.
Well, we're sort of pleased about the physicality. Is this the ultimate test of that physicality?
Yeah, definitely. They're a physical team, but I think we can take our confidence over the last 2 games to go into it, and yeah, it'll be a real test.
And they've gone really strong, especially up front. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, definitely. We know that the outfit that they can put out, whatever team they put out, is going to be tough, and they're big ball carriers and they're strong. So yeah, it'll be good on the weekend.
And one final one to you, Warren. The announcement on Monday. How close to your 33 names do you reckon you are?
I think we're getting a little bit closer, but like I said, there's an opportunity for players on Saturday again, and we'll come back as a coaching group on Saturday here after the game and finalise the squad, and talk to the conditioners and the medics. Is there any medical updates that we need to be aware of? And some players are carrying injuries. We're confident that those players who are carrying injuries are going to be available for that first game against Fiji. So we just need to get that balance right in terms of doing that, and then naming the squad on Monday.
Matt? Oh, sorry. Oh no, you.
I just check one of the fitness and take long training every week.
Both of them. So Dowie's talking to the medics. They has a little bit of a knee issue. And they're confident that he'll be fit for carries on with his rehab, fit for the first game as well. And Tane has that shoulder, and the same prognosis with him in terms of being available either for the first game or the second game. So look, and with guys carrying little niggles and knocks and stuff, that's a balancing act for us as a coaching team when we make the selection about how many players that we do go into the World Cup carrying small niggles, knowing that they are either will be available for the first or second game. So we've got to get that balance right, and that'll be the discussions that we have on Saturday. We have in the past gone to World Cups carrying players with niggles and injuries that are going to take 2 or 3 weeks to come right, and that may be the case, but it's just depending on what sort of risks that you do potentially take.
Yeah, and just on Johnny Williams and Alex Cuthbert, obviously they get a run. Are they playing for their places in the squad, or given they're coming back from injuries, are you going to consider what they can also do but might not be ready to go you on Saturday?
Yeah, I think had a chat with both of them in terms of they're well aware of the situation where they're in. So it's not. I'm not looking for an 80-minute performance in terms of that, because they haven't had a lot of rugby. But it's then I think they're pretty well aware they've got to go out and give a really strong performance to be able to put their hand up. Considering the work that the other players have done and how long that they've been in the squad. So they've been unlucky from that point of view, but they both get an opportunity on Saturday.
Can you just talk us through what Saturday night, Sunday, and potentially Monday morning will look like for you and the other coaches?
Yeah, Saturday night is just finalising the squad. I said we'll get a pretty detailed injury update in terms of all the players in the squad. One's carrying knocks, when they can return to full-time training, when they're available. And then Sunday will be a rehash of that sort of, and potentially there may be 1 or 2 decisions which has happened in the past where we're still undecided, where you might sleep on it, and we'll just make a final decision potentially on the Sunday, and then it's a matter of on Monday at some stage notifying the players and then announcing the squad. We haven't got a time, have we?
It may change.
Oh.
So it's at 11 at the moment.
Yeah, 11. Yeah.
Will you inform the players in a meeting or individually?
What's that?
Will you inform the players in a team meeting, or will it be individually?
Be individually. Yeah.
Gordon, we saw Tim Basham get that bang on the head at Twickenham. What kind of week has he had? How much has he been able to get involved?
He's had a full week with us. Yeah, from Monday, he passed his HIA 2 and 3, no problem at all. He felt fine after the game. He felt fine when he was on the field. It wasn't, it was an independent doctor who had a look and said that they wanted him to have an HIA.
So you feel you're able to tell players at the moment, this is the correct technique. You won't be penalised if you do it this way.
Yes.
So why do you think Owen Farrell is in the situation he's in?
Look, I've already said I don't want to talk about the Owen Farrell situation. That's already been. We've spoken about that last week, and it's not.
Well, this is the first time we've had a chance to talk to you.
Yeah, well, I think
I don't want to talk about
clearly
it.
given his answer on that, so we're going to move on.
I don't want to talk about it.
You were forthright about it in the newspaper, Colin. I'm just curious as to
Yeah, I just said I was forthright about the fact that he's got to get his technique a little bit better. Yeah, something that we talk with about players in terms of making sure your technique. If you don't bend at the hips and there, you put yourself in a situation that you can potentially get yellow carded or red carded. That's just, I'd like to think, all coaches talk about tackle technique and getting those things right, and if you don't get those things right, then you potentially can put yourself in a position where you can be carded.
Yeah, and on the broader point, World Cups always attract new audiences, people watching rugby for the first time. They're going to be confused by this situation.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know the answer to that. You know, I'm just waiting to see what the final outcome of that is. Like I said before, everyone wants clarity and certainty about all aspects of the game.